I want to now teach you India's most iconic beverage, the lassi. The lassi originates from north of India, predominantly in Punjab. And lassi is based on yogurt. It's a very simple beverage to make. Now, lassis can either be as simple as a plain lassi, or you could have a sweet lassi, which is sweetened with sugar, or you can have a salted lassi, which is yogurt seasoned with salt, and as simple as that. It's a great summer drink, and it beats the heat very well, and is very good for your body as it cools you down. My personal favorite is to actually add fruit into the lassi. I like my lassi sweet, and the best one for me is the mango lassi. So in season, we try and use Alfonso mangoes, and we blitz it up with yogurt, small amount of sugar, and we churn it to get a wonderful, rich, creamy mango flavored lassi. Now, you don't get mangoes around the year, so what I'm going to show you now is a simple alternative. I'm actually going to use mango puree from a can or a mango pulp, which works equally well. So there really isn't any excuse for you not to try this in your homes. It's a very simple process of making a lassi. The base is basically yogurt. So I've got yogurt here. Always try and use yogurt which is full fat. So it's nice and rich and creamy. The whole idea of having a lassi is that it should stick to your palate as you drink. It has to surround it. So all the fat from the yogurt has to really stick onto your lips. And that makes it more moreish. And especially when it's chilled, it's even better. There's also a spice I'm going to use with my mango lassi. It's a spice which I absolutely love, and that is saffron. I think saffron is a great combination to have with mango. It gives a very nice natural color of its own to the mango, and also gives a very nice perfume and a very nice flavor and a taste to the lassi. So to start off, I've got Greek yogurt. You get a lot of variations of lassi. A lot of people try and do lassi which is quite thin, but for me, the whole essence of lassi is about the rich, thick creaminess of the yogurt. So a good quantity of yogurt. In that goes in mango pulp. Now, like I said, I am using a canned mango pulp. If you get fresh mangoes, for me the best mangoes are the Alfonso mangoes. So if you get them into season, or you get some very nice ripe Indian mangoes, you can always peel the mangoes, cut them into cubes, put them into a blender, and you get a nice puree of mangoes, which works quite well. I'm going to taste that. It needs some sugar. It is still sour because that is from a can. So you go to adjust that with the sweetener or the sugar. So I'm going to put 1.5 spoons of sugar. And what I'm going to add is the saffron water, and also a few strands of saffron into it. Because one of my favorite spices to use is saffron. I just love the smell of saffron. And when you actually have good saffron, it gives a very nice color. So it actually has a natural dye. It colors your fingers if you touch it. Now, no water at all because I'm going to use the mango pulp. If I need to thin it down, I can always add water. If you like it really ice cold, you can actually add some ice cubes. You can whiz it up. The ice will crush and make it nice and cold. All you have to do is blitz it up. All you need to do is blitz the yogurt for a minute till it becomes nice and smooth. I'm going to check for the thickness, if it's fine or if I need to make it thinner. It's actually quite thick because I've used, wow, full fat yogurt. Oh, very nice. It still needs some sugar. So I'm going to add a little more sugar. Because it's so thick, I'm going to add some milk into it. And put the jar back. Okay. There, this seems to be ready. Now I have used full fat yogurt here, but if you are into lactose free, you can use, say, a coconut yogurt or a soya yogurt as alternative. That works equally well. Yeah, that is it. That is really nice. I'm going to taste that. Oh wow. It's got a rich mango flavor to it. A small hint of saffron. It's got the sourness of the yogurt still there, but it's perfectly balanced. So it's a very nice rounded off flavor. You can serve it with the ice. I like to have it plain. Here we go. You see that? Nice and rich. Till the brim. And a little garnish of some fresh mangoes. And also on the top of that, I am going to add a couple of strands of saffron. That is it. Here goes the first one. That is the mango lassi. I'm going to now show you the second lassi with two different flavors. The first one is basically a coconut and a cardamom lassi, and the second flavor in that is going to be with berries. It's very much like having an ice cream cone with two different scoops of ice creams. We're going to start off with the coconut lassi. For that, I'm going to put yogurt into my jar. Now, because there are two different flavors, I'm going to try and layer the lassi so you get the two distinct colors. Now, even if they're mixed together, it's perfectly fine. The yogurt, green cardamom powder. Now, if you remember, I first taught my first lesson was how to use spices. This is the spice powder. This is an aromatic spice powder of green cardamom powder. It gives a very nice flavor and also a very nice aroma to the dish. Sugar. And then goes in coconut milk. Just nice thick coconut milk. It's a lot like making a cocktail. So you just shake it together. Just make sure the yogurt mixes with the coconut milk and mix. All I'm doing here is just whipping it up for a minute and a half just to make sure the sugar melts, the cardamom mixes with the yogurt and the coconut milk, and you have a plain lassi, has a coconut and a cardamom flavor. There. Don't overwork the yogurt, otherwise it'll tend to thin down. Quick taste. Perfect. Has a nice, very smooth, kind of a buttery coconut feel to it, but the cardamom really enhances the lassi altogether. That is the first layer. Because this is going to be in the same glass, I don't need to really wash my blender jar. In the same bowl, I'm going to add yogurt. Then goes in the sugar, 2 1/4 tablespoons of sugar, a good handful of blueberries, we've got plenty here, and blackberries, a dash of milk, and again, this will be blitzed till it's nice and smooth. I would say approximately a minute and a half is more than enough to get a very nice smooth paste or a puree. Look at that. We'll give it a shake and a stir. There we are. Look at the lovely color of the berries. Quick taste. Oh, yum. Oh, that's very nice. But the whole idea is how do you pour it without it mixing together. Some of it will blend in, it'll seep down, which is perfectly fine. And the trick here, the tip here, is to use the back of the spoon and pour the lassi on the back of the spoon and gently let it fall on the coconut lassi. So here we go. Don't pour it all together. Gently, just let that flow on top of the lassi. There we have it. A few berries as a garnish. They will fall or sink into it, but that's perfectly okay. You don't need any herb, you don't need any of the garnish, just on its own. So here we have my second lassi, which is a coconut and a cardamom lassi, a blueberry and a blackberry lassi.